Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good in the middle of the night, wherever you are, whenever you are, whoever you are. Let's listen to something new today. What do I have here? Some people have already really been suggesting I check out that new music video by the one band that I keep listening to, the super heavy band. What are they called? You know, the one that people want me to listen to. Okay, so it's called Ruin. I remember it being called Ruin by Shadow of Intent. Is that right? Yeah, Shadow of Intent. Okay, From Ruin. From Ruin, we rise. Okay, got it. So let's have a listen to that. Ooh. Horror movie vibes. A little bit more straightforward. What? The layers of vocals makes that sound crazy. That's cool. They have taken our everything. They know not what tomorrow shall bring. On the opposite side of the field, a vengeance that shall never yield. Fathers weep for their sons. Their suffering cannot be undone. That's cool. Feels more theatric. It has that 3/4 feel. There we go. He's saying some poetic stuff. I'm kind of making out some of what he's saying. It sounds pretty cool. I like the rhyming scheme. That's cool. That's cool. I knew that those violins and the piano and stuff would carry through. I anticipated that. But I like the vibe change. That's cool.
Now it's our turn for this origin, where the action analysis warming skies well.
Yes.
Pockets are whirling, falling down to us, screaming and bursting. Miles and miles of corpses, living with disintegrating forces. As far as the eyes can see, up the facade.
The mix is really good. Yeah. For all the shred lords out there. This kind of chord phrasing really lends itself to really cool solos and stuff like that. I'm surprised at how straightforward this is. Good old book cover ending. And the same way that we began. Okay, cool. That was cool. I liked it. I liked the solo. It was very straightforward. It's just like one theme, and they just carried it through. They had like that one vibe change where things like changed up a little bit during the bridge, but that was it. Like there was like one vibe change, and that was it. And then it came back to that kind of and like that whole arpeggiated bit carried like the whole theme all the way through. Wasn't bad. I wasn't bored. I was expecting a little bit more technicality on the songwriting front because I'm not used to that from them. I'm used to more technicality from them, not the straightforward kind of stuff. But with that said, I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was cool. It kind of reminded me of Halloween a little bit. It sounded nice and heavy. The themes were really, really cool. The solo was really, really good. The drum work was great. I think I want to focus more on the message of the song than I do on the musicality of it, because it's not that there wasn't musicality. It's just that the musicality wasn't really the highlight of the song. It seems like the lyrics were more of the highlight. The frontman had way more space to work with surrounding this whole song structure. So I thought that was pretty cool to hear. So let's dive right into the lyrics. Let's see what he's talking about here. In the beginning verses, he paints this picture of like things are peaceful. There's children playing. People are happy, and then war comes in. And when war comes in, everything falls apart, and it becomes darker than you can possibly imagine. The amount of death that surrounds war is uncomfortably staggering, and that's pretty much what he's highlighting here, is that like the reality of war is ugly, and that he paints the reality of war really, really well. It's kind of a back and forth of how things, they fall apart and then they rebuild, and then they fall apart and then they rebuild, and he says at the very end, when will these wars end? And the truth is, so long as humans have human interests, and so long as humans struggle with their own sins, war will never end. That's just something that will always happen. The reality is that you have to be moral in your own life. You have to be good in your own life. You have to be fruitful in your own life to avoid war. That's the thing, is that war will take everything from you, and it will demand everything from you. And it's not a desirable outcome, but it's inevitable. The leaders of countries have interests, and they have international interests. They don't have national interests. They have international interests, and a lot of these wars are orchestrated and funded. They aren't traditional wars. We're in a this future digital warfare where lies upon lies upon lies shape and shift the narratives of how we even understand who is who. There's so much corruption in all countries, not just America, not just United Kingdom, not just Australia. The power of international interests, international banks, things like that. They can fund and can orchestrate everything. And it really messes things up. It really messes things up, and it makes everything messed up for the people of each country. So now he hints at, though, he's like, past the horizon lay paradise, but here the rivers run red. Like right now, there might be war, but things are coming, and better things might be coming. He paints a picture of how ugly war can be from both ends, both as the receiver as well as the deliverer of war. Both have their extreme ugliness, and it just is what it is. But it's very poetically written. I like how well it's written. I really think the frontman got to shine here as far as his writing is concerned. The music kind of took a back seat as far as the technicality is concerned, and the lyrics really got to shine here. Lots of good rhyming schemes, lots of good flow. I'm sure the frontman, when he hearing this music and hearing the song, he probably had a lot of space to work with. It was like, oh, cool, I can write this way and I can just, let's get this flow going. And he develops a really, really cool flow. They still got heavy. They still got really, really heavy, and everything got super doomy, you know, but it was definitely different. It was different for Shadow of Intent. So I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was cool. So bravo on this one. I always expect good things for Shadow of Intent. I always expect a really excellent mix. And so the mix is great. I just don't expect such a straightforward verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, you know, like that kind of stuff. Like I wasn't expecting that from them. Even the singing, there's a little bit of singing in there. It sounded great. I thought it was very, very, very well done. Different for them. I think it was a good difference. Cool. Yeah. All right.